This is Jablam Hockey with your hosts, Peter Marchand and Paul Swinbeck. Welcome to Jablam Hockey, folks. I'm your host, Peter Wojernov, and of course, you can catch me on Twitter at Russia98, and I'm with
Paul Zwambag. You can catch me at Zwambag, Z-W-A-M-B-A-G. Hey, everybody.
Yeah. And again, of course, you can always catch us on Facebook and Twitter, Jablam Hockey.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Easy.
Boom. Let's get into the first thing that's trending right now. Boom, it hit. 3 games. Brad Marchand clipping Borowitzki. Paul, what do you have to say about that?
I think it was pretty dirty. Just, why does he need to do it? It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't like the guy. I really don't like Marchand.
No, nobody likes him. You know what? But you know what? I love the guy.
Yeah, why?
He's a great player.
Yeah.
He is aggressive, and that what brings out the best of him.
Yeah.
He plays the best when he plays on the edge.
But he's over the edge.
He's a little over the edge. He's a little over the edge. That's right, but that's what brings out the best of him. He has to play that way. If he doesn't play that way, he won't play 100% even when he's deking the pants out of defensive pylons in his way. On the specific play, if you watch it, he's going for Mark Stone. He wants to hit Mark Stone. Borowitzki comes out of the way to interfere with Brad Marchand.
Yeah, but
and
that happens in every single game.
Yes, and I believe referees should start nailing these guys for interference. He totally pushes him away from Mark Stone, and there's a bump, and then the low bridge by Marchand. And there's no way he would have low bridged him if there was no interference by Borowitzki, and he allowed him to get to Mark Stone. Marchand was upset that he is not allowed to take his man, which is Mark Stone. And now Mark Stone has a total open lane to go up the ice because of the interference by Borowitzki, which would not have been called a penalty. I think there should have been, again, an in-game penalty. There should be an in-game penalty on Borowitzki for interference, and there should have been a 4-minute, 5-minute game misconduct to Brad Marchand in the game after the cause for the low bridge.
Yeah.
Why are the referees still not calling these things in games is beyond me still.
Well, it's the whole, he was in his lane.
Yeah.
As long as he didn't
go
out of his lane.
I think the refs knew that. They're like, he created the interference, and then Brad Marchand went dirty.
Yeah. And
so the refs are like, it's a 50-50 play kind of thing.
Well, and with the suspension, they called it clipping, which he did go low.
Yeah.
He didn't have to go that low.
He's a short guy, and Borowitzki's a pretty big guy.
Yeah, but the way the game was going, the back-to-back nights, Borowitzki nailed, I can't think of who it was. I was at the game. I can't even think of who he smoked on the boards.
The game.
He knew it was Borowitzki. He knew Borowitzki labeled one of his guys the night before, or 2 nights before. It was a back-to-back game,
and that's what the NHL wants.
Yeah.
A lot of these back-to-back home-and-home games the last 2 weeks. Pittsburgh Bruins, Leafs, and the Leafs just played the Pen. No, I can't recall, but the Islanders, back-to-back. It's going throughout the league. They're all playing back-to-backs. They want to build this rivalry, and that's the NHL kind of brought it out of them.
Yeah.
So there you go.
But you still have to say it was dirty.
It's dirty.
Low.
No, that's Marchand. It's dirty.
Yeah.
But again, in my opinion, it's not that bad. In my opinion, what he did wasn't that bad, but he could have broken something to flip.
And
he could have.
There was, I think he got suspended last year for pretty much the same thing.
The five gamer he got against the Canucks.
Yeah. So
it wasn't last year. It was, I think, 2012 now.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah.
So
they want guys not to be repeat with the exact same thing that happened. So we knew it was going to be a suspension of some sort.
Yeah. But again, on Twitter, it's disgusting in my opinion. Also, the fans are like, they want to kill Marchand.
Yeah.
They want him out of the game.
Yeah.
You can't take a guy like this out of the game because he's so entertaining. Yes, he's going to go over the edge once in a while. And in my opinion, Marchand has never done anything super dirty to really injure another player like other injuries and suspensions have been out there.
Yeah.
He's not a guy that cross-checks like crazy in someone's face.
No, he did spear a guy last night as well. So.
Yeah, but I mean, these aren't huge injury actions.
No, but he's still dirty.
He's a
still
dirty guy, and
yeah.
he needs to play on the edge to be who he is and to bring that 100% on the ice in both ends of the ice and scoring goals. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in there, but that leads us into the Winter Classic.
Yeah.
We're limping into the Winter Classic.
Yeah.
Marchand's gone now.
Yeah.
He's an exciting player to watch in obviously both facets, but also the Habs. These guys stink.
Yeah.
They are, what,
we
2 wins, 11 losses in the last 13 games.
And we talked about Mike Condon not being able to keep playing the way he was. He was going to fall off, and
that's
fell
what happened.
off. Yeah.
You could tell he doesn't have that skill to be a number one goalie in the NHL, or at least not yet.
Yeah, you're seeing it right now. He doesn't have the workload.
So the Habs have no offense, no Price, no Gallagher. Not so entertaining.
No,
these Habs.
No.
So that's going to be pretty bad. And then there's the Bruins. They're not the big bad Bruins anymore, too.
No.
They made a few changes in the offseason. I'm actually kind of surprised where they are right now.
Oh, yeah.
I think we both kind of projected them to be in the wild card area, and they're slightly higher. They're playing pretty good lately. Rask hasn't been good the last year or so, but he's been good this month.
Yeah.
He's been really solid. So that will be interesting, at least in the game. The goaltending aspect, Condom versus...
Well, is it going to be Condom?
It's projected right now.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I bet you didn't see it. So they both have Gustafsson has a Winter Classic helmet. It's a very basic one. Did you see Condon's mask? What is on the back of his mask?
Sketches of Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, 4 Lombardi trophies, and the Patriots team motto of "Do your job."
Get out of here! He's cheering for the other team. This is ridiculous, in my opinion. He's playing for Montreal, and he has New England, Boston territory team on the back of his Winter Classic helmet. That's blasphemy, in my opinion.
I don't understand.
That's totally wrong. Yes, it's your favorite team, but at least not for this specific game to have those guys on the back of the helmet. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He just wasn't thinking. Not a good idea. Gustafson's looks good, though. They showed
it's pretty basic.
Yeah,
it's got the snowflakes. It's got his number.
Yeah.
It's got the logo.
Both done by Dave Art Studios, David Gunnarsson.
They're known for the masks and everything. They're really good. That leads us into the next is the jerseys. I really don't like the white logo on top of the white jersey for the Habs.
No. I don't.
That is just wrong.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan.
So not liking that, but I do like the Bruins. Very classic, and I do like the thick yellow stripes along the side. Very nice. Very simple, and it looks good.
Yeah. I was in Ottawa. I have a buddy that's a Bruins fan, and he went to Sports Experts or something, and he could not find any Winter Classic Bruins gear. Nothing.
Where was he looking?
Sports Experts. He went to another sports store. They had crap load of Montreal stuff.
Were they like, because he's looking for Boston gear? So
yeah. He was looking for a Bruins. He was looking for the jersey. And
that's Montreal for you. They're not going to be.
Well, it was Ottawa.
Oh, close enough. Close enough on the border.
Yeah, he was pretty upset that they had all the. So I don't think they're doing a great job of selling this Winter Classic. And then what do they do with the amazing mustache singer Rene? Yeah, they said he wasn't going to do it, and now he's doing it.
But he's doing the alumni game.
Really?
He's not doing the main Winter Classic. He is singing the anthems for the alumni game.
Maybe there's a thing of being in Foxborough that they have like a contract with the Foxborough.
Well, it's a big event, and I think they want to bring in other fans that aren't NHL fans, and Rene is a true NHL icon for the Bruins.
Yeah.
So they know they already have the Bruin fans.
Yeah.
So trying to bring in the other fans.
I suppose.
That's
disappointing. It's disappointing.
But what I do like, I heard that they're doing a women's outdoor game there,
Really?
which is pretty cool.
Nice, yeah.
Women's game is going to be there, and that's pretty cool. I like that aspect.
Yeah, cool.
Next, let's get into trade rumors. What do we got for trade rumors?
Where's Johansson going? Is he going?
He's rumored to go anywhere and everywhere.
I know.
They sat him one game.
And I don't know why he shouldn't even move. Like, he's too good.
He is too good.
There's no
he
reason.
isn't playing that well lately, but it happens to every player in their career. They're going to have a half a season, one season, or two where they slump.
Yeah. So, maybe Tampa Bay Lightning would be a good move.
For Stamkos?
Yeah.
Because Stamkos is going to be a free agent.
Yeah, huge blockbuster. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and of course, Toronto, every so often, this guy's coming to Toronto, this guy, and now it's Stamkos.
Yeah, every guy's coming to Toronto. So,
hey, this year it's more of the Habs. If you look at what's going on Twitter and everything, the Hab fans are going nuts.
Yeah.
Everybody's come to Montreal. The Avs are rumored to be maybe Duchesne.
Yeah.
Now it's Tyson Barrie in the Flux.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming to Montreal now.
Yeah. Last week was Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week was Simmons.
Yeah.
I did really like that one. That was a good pick by the fans, obviously, rumoring that one, because he would be a really good fit, and that's the type of guy I think that Montreal needs. They don't need...
Yeah, they need a tough guy.
They need a guy who's going to be tough and still score the goals.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's that guy. They have Gallagher, who's a bit of a gritty guy that can score goals, but a bit of a tougher guy.
Well,
Simmons would be a good fit.
And they thought they had the guy in Zach Cassian.
Exactly.
The trade that we also wanted to talk about.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
But yes, that's exactly right.
So they thought they had a guy, so now they got to go out and find another guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about your boy Malkin? Was he rumored too?
Kind of. He's been rumored for 4 or 5 years.
Ages.
Yeah. Every time there's a Pittsburgh slump, it's
Crosby and Malkin are taking out too much of the cap.
Yeah.
We can't win a cup again.
I did hear the other day. I don't know where I saw it. It was one of the hockey
I heard
blog sites.
The Shea Weber one.
No, Bufflin.
I hear Bufflin rumored to go everywhere.
Yeah.
So that would be weird if it's a Malkin Bufflin trade, but maybe there would be more of the package.
Yeah, a couple more top UFAs that are coming up this offseason. Eric Stahl could move. He
probably will.
Maybe.
He is.
I don't know.
He's still the face, I guess, of the franchise.
He could help a team,
but I think they're slowly trying to change that with Justin Falk.
Yeah.
So
Cam Ward, another Carolina guy.
Yep.
He could go somewhere if somebody needs a goalie. But he's got a lot of salary cap. So.
Yep, a lot of salary cap issues.
So that probably won't happen until closer to deadline if it does happen. LA Kings need to sign 2 guys before the offseason. Anze Kopitar and Milan Lucic. Kopitar's, they've been
I think they're pretty much going to lock up Kopitar.
Yeah.
He's not going to ask for a huge raise either. So.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Lucic will be tough, though, to resign.
Brian Campbell, but Florida's playing awesome, so they can get rid of him.
Campbell's getting a bit older, so they'll have to see if they can...
If Florida falls off, maybe Campbell will move, but I don't see them moving him. They would like to keep him for the playoffs, so...
Yeah.
Other than that, not much else.
Dion Phaneuf is still rumored, maybe to the Kings and the Hawks, and I still think they do want him, but that's only if the Leafs pick up a Miller of the cap hit.
Yeah.
Because he's worth it. He's just a little overpriced.
Yeah.
And then on to the real trade that happened a few days ago was Ben Professor Scrivens for the big Zach Cassian.
Yeah, and I thought he would have been starting the Winter Classic, but if it's projected that he's...
Yeah, well, you never know.
Yeah.
Depends.
Yeah.
We'll, could sway either way. He got the mask, too, so...
Yeah, I think that was a money trade. I think they traded for some money.
Yeah, I think if Scrivens can do his job, and he's known he has been able to do it before, it's a good bridge deal right now before Price comes back.
Yeah.
So that's on the short term, it could be a good move for the Habs.
Is Cassian gonna play again?
It's a good long-term move if Cassian comes back.
Yeah.
With the whole drunk driving issue,
and
truck
rehab
smash,
and
the DUI, and all
Yeah.
that. You know what? I actually really liked him when he was with the Canucks, and I thought he would be that guy.
Yeah.
To fill in that third line role of the grittiness everything for the Habs, and that's why, again, before the season, I predicted Habs to pretty much go all the way, and he hasn't been that guy for them.
Think about that trade a long time ago. Zach Cassian for Cody Hodgson, straight up, way back in the day.
And everybody's like, wow.
Yeah.
Hodgson, that's fabulous.
Yeah, and now Hodgson's third line Nashville, and Cassian's not playing. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, happens every...
They both lost.
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that. Short term, it looks like Habs kind of won that, and maybe long-term projection.
Yeah,
if Cassian can come back, might be a good fit for the Oilers. They do need grit there.
Is that Scriven's fourth team in 2 years?
Yep. He's
moving around
a lot.
Like a Devin Dubnyk.
Yeah.
he's going,
you never know
wherever Devin Dubnyk goes.
Yeah, you never know. He might play amazing
new,
somewhere.
Find a new goalie coach and teach him how to play a different way.
All right, this week we are team isoing the Toronto Maple Leafs, the center of the hockey universe.
Yay, go Leafs, go.
You know I had to say that.
Why do we have to talk about them tonight? We're recording on a Wednesday night. Leafs are playing Pens. I don't like this.
Yeah, the Leafs are going to win.
I think you did this on purpose, that we're isoing the Leafs.
We already know the Leafs took the lead last time I checked. But
I'm just going to keep quiet. You can talk about your Leafs. Go ahead.
So, projections-wise, I think everybody kind of projected them just outside of the playoffs because they knew what the skill level was, but then the amazing, magical Babcock has arrived, and he will take them far. And they're a little bit low, but everything's really tight in the NHL. All the teams are really close. Yeah. 1 win, 2 wins can take you from the bottom to the top pretty easily.
Yeah.
So projecting them to finish 10 to 12 makes a lot of sense. Obviously, Leaf fans, as myself, want to finish at the bottom to get Austin Matthews.
Well,
we're gonna keep dreaming. We can keep dreaming.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Looking at the roster-wise, number one, I like to talk about Morgan Riley playing solid, but I still don't know why Babcock is not playing him on the power play. Yeah. Leading the defense in points, 18. Guys like Gardner are playing on the power play. He's stuck at 11 with a big, huge minus. Yeah. I don't know why he's not playing on the power play. He's the best, smoothest skater on the team. Yeah. He should be playing on the power play. Kadri, still not playing that well. But, again, he's still doing okay in face-offs in his 2A game. As, like, JVR, who's looking kind of invisible, but still actually putting up some decent amount of points. Yeah. Especially playing with mediocre players.
Yeah.
Especially with Kadri. He's playing with Kadri most of the season, and he wasn't doing anything for him.
Yeah.
So, Jake Gardner has really fallen off. He has not taken that next step. He's digressed. Lupul's kind of invisible this year, so I don't know what's going on with him too much. But then there's the amazing Leo Komarov.
I hope he just keeps going up. I hope this isn't a...
He hasn't scored a goal in the last 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
So his projection rate was almost like above 40 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? 15 goals still. He's still in like the top 10 in goals. And he's still on pace for about 36. Hey, if he hits even like 25, 27, that's amazing.
Yeah.
For Leo.
And I hope he just keeps going up. I hope this isn't like his career year. I hope he keeps getting better because he's fun to watch. He really is.
Yeah. He's kind of like, it's tough to nail him down, but he just doesn't go dirty.
Yeah.
Say, Brad Marchand, or even maybe a Gallagher once in a while.
Yeah.
But he has that 100% work ethic.
Yeah.
And he just brings it to the game every single time. He goes in the corners. He wins the puck. He checks back defensively really well. He brings it all to the team. And now, magically, he's scoring goals. But again, Babcock's putting him in the right places.
Yeah. What year is he in?
In his contract?
No, like just playing fourth year.
It's about roughly the 4th year because he went back to the KHL.
Because that stat of like leading in hits, leading in points, I don't know if it still is. The last time I looked, him and Jamie Benn were the only players. And it's like, can we compare him to young Jamie Benn?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
He's a bit older too.
Because Jamie Benn wasn't lighting it up and leading the league when he first came in.
Yeah, that's true.
It took him a couple of years.
But he totally doesn't have that size.
Yeah.
So that's why I was more of like projecting him as a not dirty.
Yeah,
Brad Marchand.
Yeah.
Gallagher type player.
Yeah.
Then we go into before prospects, I wanted to bring up prospects, but Bozak playing solid.
Yeah.
As well as P. Parento is silently playing pretty solid this year. Especially, I really like him on the power play.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with the deadline.
Yes,
because
the rumors off the charts.
Yeah.
Enough. What are they going to do with James Reimer and Bernier?
Yeah.
People want maybe Reimer to be traded just so we can go down.
Yeah.
And get
Pull
better and maybe get something decent out of
Yeah.
Reimer because he has played well when he has.
Pull a Buffalo and trade the goalies that win.
Yeah.
You win a game, you're out. So stop winning.
Yeah. So we'll see, but those are the big names out of them.
Yeah, and when they were signing all the 1 year, 2 year veteran
P. Parento
guys,
could get them easily, probably a second rounder.
Yeah.
So
at the
it'll
deadline.
be
Be interesting what they pile up in picks and.
One or two at least will be moved for sure.
Yeah.
Prospects. Willie Nylander, what's the update on him?
They haven't really given a solid update, like a timeline, if he's even going to play again in the World Juniors, but that...
They have said he's healthy. Concussion symptom-free. Day 3.
So you would think he would have played today, but he didn't play today.
I think they're playing it safe. Maybe even the Leaf management has something to do with that, too.
Yeah, maybe.
They could easily be calling them and no, don't play him. We don't want you to play him. He could stay there, be there with his brother.
Yeah.
Just we don't want him playing.
Yeah, be a leadership off the ice type deal in the locker room, maybe. I don't know. Timashov from Sweden as well.
How well is he playing?
He's playing pretty good. Today he started dancing a little too much, but they were smoking Denmark, so that's what happens when the teams have so much confidence. They just stop playing the team game. But when they played USA, he was all over the ice. He looked really good. So it might be a couple more years for him, but he looked good. Yeah.
Mitch Marner hasn't really stepped it up.
No.
But
that's Canada's whole team.
The whole team's
played
not
well,
really stepping, and we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And the other prospects out there, Jeremy Bracco wasn't brought to the Team USA, but he looks like he should be a pretty solid guy.
Yeah.
And then there's Stuart Percy, the only really somewhat high-end defenseman prospect that the Leafs really have.
Yeah, they got Travis Dermott, who's...
Yeah, and Valiev as well.
Yeah.
But nothing even nearly as close as a Morgan Riley.
Yeah. And Kasperi Kapanen hasn't done much for Finland. I think he's more of a veteran role for the Finnish. He's not supposed to be the guy that's leading in offense for them.
Yeah.
But he looks invisible out on the ice, so could be a good thing, could be a bad thing.
Yep.
If you're invisible, you're not doing anything wrong. You're also not scoring, so...
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
And even Freddie Gauthier, Freddie the Goat, as I like to call him.
Yeah.
He's not there for Team Canada or anything, but I still project him as a good, solid third liner in the future for Leafs in a few years.
Yeah.
So, the prospects, are pretty good for the Leafs.
And Marlies are playing well. So.
Marlies are playing well, and they've got a few of them there with Nylander. And I project Nylander to be an all-star. Yeah. He will be a good, solid player.
Yeah.
Mitch Marner's rumored to be like a Patrick Kane, and that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, he has done some foolish things, if you've read about him already, and that's what Kane has done.
Yeah.
Only when he's drunk.
I think he'll have to put on some meat on that body.
Especially Nylander too.
Yeah.
With that hit and everything, and he can really move.
Yeah.
But he needs to put on some muscle and everything for his game.
Really sucks that we haven't been able to watch him. He would have been fun in World Juniors.
That would have been nice. Yeah. And then the Leafs, so the prospects look pretty good. But to finalize, the Leafs really not sure what they're doing. I'm not sure how Babcock's playing it. Him and we've got to play double hard when you're winning.
Yeah.
And when you're losing, you got to play double hard to stop losing. He's coming up with these crazy phrases I've never even heard of half the time. Just to bring you to cheer for the Leafs, the lowly underdog, and to cheer for them while they're going through the stretch of rebuilding phase. It's pretty funny, but is it like they're almost trying to lose in my mind? Like Reimer, they're playing it really, really extra safe. Is he really injured?
Yeah.
Or are they just putting in Bernier because we know we can lose with Bernier?
Yeah, lose a couple games, get rid of.
We'll
a
play
couple points.
Kadri more,
Yeah.
and we won't put Riley on the power play.
Yeah.
So maybe that's all in Babcock's
Yeah, we're
futuristic vision.
getting everybody to learn the system. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. All right. Next, we've got is the Winter Classic. We've talked about the suspensions, and we've talked about Nylander a bit.
Yeah.
But what would you think about the Nylander
Oh,
hit?
you said Winter Classic. I was like, I thought we already talked about the Winter Classic.
Yeah,
About the World
sorry,
Juniors.
I meant World Juniors.
World Juniors.
I'm flipping my pages here, and I'm reading
you probably,
the wrong things.
probably saw it on one of your notes.
Yes.
But yes, World Juniors.
World Juniors,
yeah.
the Nylander hit. Let's get right into that.
Yeah, the Eggly?
Eggly. Yeah, Eggly's pretty good.
Switzerland played Sweden really hard. Like, they just beat the crap out of them physically. And Switzerland came being a physical team. That's what they were coming to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the hit. They had another kind of accidental dirty hit. They had two guys get kicked out of the same game.
Yeah, there's a few things that happened in that
one
game.
was
Crazy.
unintentional, but that's the IIHF rule.
Yeah.
Unintentional or intentional, you
Doesn't
get kicked
matter.
out. You get the game. So, yeah. Sucks that he's out.
Yeah, it really sucks that he's out.
Yeah.
But it's still, that's, again, in my opinion, it's a bit more of the blindside thing, and he's got to keep his head up.
Yeah.
And it looked almost clean to me.
Yeah, it was on the edge. Like, I saw it, and then you watch replay, and you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what
he didn't hit him in the head.
Yeah.
He didn't hit him in the head.
Yeah.
You know, and he
so
had the
tough.
puck.
So tough.
It's tough. In my opinion, you know what, the IHF is going to be even harder than the usual NHL.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, if it was an NHL game, I would be fine with a no suspension.
Yeah.
IHF, this is also young kids.
Yeah.
So you got to be a little more protective.
Yeah.
So at least a suspension, a game or something more, that's fine.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. The other big one, too, is the Brinket. What did he do?
Yeah, it looked like he was just trying to slash, but it turned into a spear. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't vicious spear. It was more of like slash, but I didn't wind up. I just kind of poked. And I think the Canadian guy fell pretty hard. I think Vertinen, was it
Was it Jake? I don't remember what game it was.
But yeah, I'd give him the game for being an idiot.
Yeah,
I guess,
but he got 5?
No, he got a 5-minute major, and that's also an IIHF rule. As soon as you make contact, if he would have missed him with the spear, it would have been a 4-minute major for the intent to. But when you spear and make contact, you get 5 in a game. You're out. And then he came back the next game and got hurt.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's how it goes. All right, let's get right into it. What is wrong with Team Canada?
I don't know. They don't have a superstar. They don't have a guy when he gets the puck in the offense. You're like, he's going to the net. He's scoring. Right? Dylan Strome, he shoots a ton, and his coach tells him to shoot a ton, but
Vert's missing on all the chances.
There's no finish. There's no finish.
Marner hasn't stepped up.
Yeah.
So
those two were supposed to be amazing together, and they haven't done anything. Marner and Strome.
But even Point.
Yeah, and he's kind of got an excuse. He coming off that shoulder injury, but he looks like he's okay. So start playing him more.
Yeah.
I don't know why he hasn't juggled his lines, Dave Lowry. He should just put him in a blender, like Ray Ferraro said. Put him in a blender, see what comes out. Especially against Sweden, start firing everybody out there. Different combinations. Find something that works.
Yeah.
He should have been doing it in Denmark and Switzerland because they weren't scoring. They need to score.
Yeah.
So.
All right. What do you think of, out of the other bracket, Finland, Russia, Czechs? What do you like out of their
Finland looks great.
Yeah.
Those two kids we talked about, Pulju, Järvi,
yeah,
and
I saw one of their games. They looked dominant.
On the power play.
There was the one game where there was no goals in half the game they played. I can't remember who they were playing. It was like a Belarus or whatever.
Yeah.
they were dominating and still 0-0. And I was telling my dad, he's like, "Oh, Belarus is probably going to win." I'm like, "No. Watch these kids.
Yeah.
They're dominating the play, even though the puck's not finding the net." And then what happened in the third period was like 5 goals for them.
Yeah, they're
just dominant.
They're so good. They can just, when they want to turn it on, they turn it on. It's
Puljujärvi and
Laine.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to say Laine when you say Laine.
Yeah.
Laine.
Yeah, and they're top 5 picks
Yep.
coming in 2016. What's crazy, I was looking at the stats today when I was making my chart of players. 7 of the top 10 players are 2016 eligible that are leading the tournament, which is unbelievable.
Guys.
That's crazy.
Because there's so many 19-year-olds already drafted guys that are playing.
Yeah.
And
It's supposed to be a 19-year-old tournament. And
especially when Team Canada's not doing well and all these guys are drafted.
Yeah. And 17 and 18-year-old kids are dominating the league.
That's good.
Tournament
That's a good
right
thing.
now. Yeah.
That's actually a good thing.
I think this draft year has got some top talent guys.
Yeah.
Like Austin Matthews and Keith's son, Matthew Tkachuk, are playing unbelievable.
Yeah.
Every time they're on the ice, they're in the offense, minute and a half, just cycling like crazy. They lost DeBrincat on their line, so they put Colin White there today, and it looked unbelievable. They smoked Switzerland, like 10-1. It was crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I projected it even a couple of days ago. I'm still thinking it's going to be the final, Sweden and USA. These two look very dominant.
Yeah.
When I've seen their games and how they're playing together, Sweden's playing like a team.
Yeah.
Just like a full powerhouse team.
Yeah. Goalies are playing good.
Everything's going smooth for them. They're just playing a powerhouse. And then USA just has these kids that are beasts.
Yeah. But if they go against a good top team, Sweden, they couldn't put the puck in the net. So if they go up against a hot goalie like Samsonov and Russia, which they might meet up with in semifinals. So
the Russians, the question mark team. They're a good team.
Yeah,
but we just don't know if they can. They can do it.
Russia,
even the year they won a couple years ago, it was like what?
Yeah.
But they put it all together.
Yeah. If Russia comes to play, they are going to be good. But they need to come to play. So Canada, I don't even know if we're going to medal.
You know what? If you're looking to watch these games and you're not really watching them because Team Canada isn't playing well, go watch Team Finland.
Oh yeah,
go watch Sweden and US. These teams are good, exciting to watch. I know Canada's not putting it together, and hopefully they will. Stay tuned. We'll see what they do.
Yeah.
But it's a great tournament, and it's fun hockey.
Yeah.
You know,
next time
this is way better to watch than watching, say, Columbus versus New Jersey or something.
I haven't watched any NHL hockey. I've gone back and watched recorded World Juniors.
You know what? And I hate it because I've missed a couple of games because they're so early in the morning because they're coming from Finland.
Yeah.
So it's tough. But
yeah.
All right, let's get into the next thing. It's fantasy up and down. Wait, no fantasy up and down this week. Paul took a little vacation.
Yeah.
He took some time for the family.
Had 3 days of no NHL hockey. So
you already referenced it, but where did you go?
I went to Ottawa. Went and watched Ottawa-Boston game. Went to my wife's sister's place. It was good. It was
nice.
Christmas, yeah.
And you got to see the nice low bridge by Marchand, which is great.
Yeah. No, that was them playing in Boston.
Oh, that was the other part of the home and home.
Yeah, I went on Sunday. Yeah.
So how was the game? What player stood out in that game for you?
I was really excited driving. My buddy that I went with is a Bruins fan, and he was talking up Vetrano and how good he looked. And I was like, it's going to be exciting to see him live, see how fast he is. And he was nowhere to be seen. He was...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was very disappointed by that.
That's what I see out of these Bruins kids. They have some really good games, like a Spooner, Pastersnack last year.
Spooner looked really good.
See, and then they have really good games and some really off games.
Yeah.
But they're young guys. So.
And the fact that we didn't even know David Krejci didn't play the whole third period because he got injured.
Yeah, I hate that. They don't announce it.
No.
When you're in the building, they don't announce it.
Yeah.
So I usually notice when I went to Florida, I was like, nobody's saying anything about Yager. Where is he?
Yeah.
And then I check on Twitter. Oh, he got hurt.
Yeah, we got in the car and listened to the radio, and we're like, whoa, Krejci didn't play the third? That's probably not good. You should be noticed out on the ice. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool stuff, and it's cool that you went. We will bring back Fantasy Up and Down next week.
Yeah. If you do have any questions, hit me up on Twitter. I'm more than happy to answer them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we want to say thank you again to number 8. Teemu Selanne gets his number 8 raised to the rafters in Finland. That's beauty.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
Awesome. Which
is pretty cool, especially perfect timing for this tournament. Selanne was always the ultimate professional.
Oh, yeah. It's so good.
Such a good hockey player and such a nice guy.
Yeah. The highlights from his rookie year, so cool. So cool to watch, yeah.
The stick shot and everything.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this week. I'm your host, Peter Wojciaranoff.
And I'm Paul Zwanbeck. Thanks for sticking with us for 2015. We'll see you in 2016.
Catch you later.
Bye.